Greetings, I'm Mr. Grimreaper 512. I may not look the part, but I'm Mr. Grimreaper 512, and welcome everybody to another edition of Rip from the Silverscreen. I'm here with Dark 987. Happy Halloween, by the way. Y'all guys want to know what I'm doing in a costume? Well, today's Halloween, so I figured might as well dress like the Crow. One of my favorite anti-superheroes. Well, my version of the Crow, anyway. So tonight we are going to talk about some movies. Well, the last 6 that I'm going to be talking about. So, and the first one we're going to talk about is the 1995 film Dracula, Dead and Loving It. Now, this film is directed by Mel Brooks, produced by Mel Brooks. The story is by Rudy DeLuca, and Steve Haberman. It stars the late Leslie Nielsen, Peter McNichol, Steven Weber, Amy Yesbeck, Lisette Anthony, Harvey Korman, and Mel Brooks. So we're gonna go through the plot like always, and talk to y'all guys about it, and give our thoughts and all that. So here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, if you guys see too, I kind of sort of changed the way I do Ripped. It's not the lightning anymore. It's not the grunge look that you usually would see. I had put spider webs and stuff like that, but the cemetery is still on the bottom and the logo is still there. So yeah.
Dang it.
All right. So here we go. All right. Solicitor Thomas Renfield travels all the way from London to Castle Dracula in Transylvania to finalize Count Dracula's purchase of Carfax Abbey in England. As the stagecoach driver refuses to take him any further, Renfield continues on foot. Renfield meets Count Dracula, a charming but rather strange man who is a vampire. He then casts a hypnotic spell on the highly suggestible Renfield, making him his slave. Dracula and Renfield soon embark for England. During the voyage, Dracula dines upon the ship's crew. When the ship arrives, and Renfield, by this time raving mad, and the style of Dwight Fry, is discovered alone on the ship, he is confined to a lunatic asylum. Meanwhile, Dracula visits an opera house where he has introduced himself to his new neighbors, Dr. Seward, the lunatic asylum's administrator and head psychiatrist, who is obsessed with prescribing his patients enemas. Mina, Seward's noble daughter, and Jonathan Harker, Seward's assistant and Mina's fiance, and Lucy, Seward's equally noble ward. Dracula flirts with Lucy and later that night enters her bedroom and feeds on her blood. Mina discovers Lucy still in bed late in the morning, looking strangely pale. Seward puzzles by the odd puncture marks on her throat. Calls in an expert on obscure diseases, Dr. Abraham Van Helsing. Van Helsing informs the skeptical Dr. Seward that Lucy has been attacked by a vampire. After soon hesitation, Seward and Harker allow garlic to be placed in Lucy's bedroom to repel the vampire. After a failed attempt by Renfield to remove the garlic, Dracula uses his mind control to make Lucy leave her room and kills her. Despite Van Helsing's warnings, Seward refuses to believe him. Van Helsing meets with Dracula and begins to suspect him of being the local vampire of the 2 trade words. Phrases and insult in Moldavian, each attempting to have the last word in the foreign language discussion. Lucy, now a vampire herself, rises from her crib, drains the blood from her guard, and tries to attack and seduce Harker, who had come to watch over her grave to be sure Van Helsing was indeed right. Dracula's next victim is Mina, but he has bigger plans for her. He wants her to be his undead bride throughout eternity. He spirits her away to Carfax Abbey, where they dance and he sucks her blood. The following morning, she is unusually frisky and tries to seduce the producer Jonathan. Dr. Seward mistakenly assumes Jonathan to be seducing Mina and orders him to leave. However, Van Helsing becomes suspicious at the strange behavior. Noticing a scarf around Mina's neck, he removes it, revealing 2 puncture marks. Though she lies about how she got them, Van Helsing confirms she has been attacked by a vampire by placing a cross on her hand, which burns a mark into it. Van Helsing devises a plan to reveal the vampire's secret identity. Both Dracula and Renfield are invited to a ball, where Van Helsing has placed a huge mirror covered with a curtain on one of the walls while Dracula and Mina perform an excellent dance routine. The curtain over the mirror is dropped, and guests are stunned to see that Dracula has no reflection. No duh. He's a vampire. Of course he wouldn't have no reflection. Dracula grabs Mina and escapes out of the window. Van Helsing deduces that Renfield is Dracula's slave and thus might know where he has taken his coffin after a search of Carfax turns up empty. Dracula locks himself in a room to finish making Mina his bride. His pursuers break down the door and they fight. Van Helsing, noticing sunlight creeping into the room, starts opening the blinds. As his body begins to burn, Dracula then attempts to flee, but is inadvertently killed by Renfield. Renfield, you asshole! Sorry.
Yeah.
But anyway, but the instant Dr. Seward calls for Renfield to follow him out of the church, he follows with "Yes, Master." Van Helsing dusts himself off, opens Dracula, and yells something in Moldavian. Fuska! That's what he yells. Okay. To ensure that he has the final word between himself and the Count. However, after the end credits roll, Dracula responds in Moldavian despite being dead, giving him the true final word. And that's the end of Dracula, Dead and Loving It. Now, I'm going to take out...
Wait for a minute, I'll be right back. So go ahead, you can start explaining and I'll come right back, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I had to take off my hood. Sorry, guys. My eyes are messing up, too. I'm not getting that pain in my eye. But anyway, yeah, sorry. My makeup is a little messed up, but whatever. I felt like this movie was really good. This movie's funny as hell. I don't care what anybody says. Even though this movie got shitted on by a bunch of by critics and stuff like that, it was still funny. It was still hilarious as shit. But I love this film. I always have, always will. Oh, let me fix that. Hold on. Sorry. But yeah, I love this film a lot. This film is hilarious. This film is funny in every way. The way Peter McNichol plays Renfield is hilarious too. Leslie Nielsen is one of the most funniest individuals I've ever seen in my entire life, bar none. And yeah, I enjoyed this movie a lot. I love watching it. It's still a cult classic, even though critics shitted on this movie. I laughed so hard at the jokes. There's one particular part where they're trying to go after Dracula. And Renfield's trying to beg Dracula to hurt him or something like that. Oh, I wish I can show you guys the clip of that, but y'all guys can probably find the clips on YouTube somewhere. But yeah, it's funny as hell, man. I don't know if Alex has seen this or not. Oh, anyway, I don't know if Alex has seen this or not. Well, Dark Knight, anyway. But yeah, I still believe This film was funny as hell. This film has a lot of funny moments, even though people say that this film was complete utter shit. They can go to hell, because first of all, this movie was funny. You know what I mean? I don't know why people decided to say that this movie was complete shit. Critics didn't like it whatsoever, and I thought that this movie had a lot of funny jokes. This movie was completely off the wall hilarious. Every time I watch this, every Halloween I watch this damn movie, and it's freaking hilarious and funny as shit. So yeah, I'm waiting on Dark Knight to come back, but for those of you who have never seen this movie, either get it on DVD or find it online. They have it online somewhere, and just sit down and watch this movie, because you'd be shitting yourself laughing. You'd be shitting on yourself. This movie is funny. People. All right. Well, Dark Knight's back anyway.
I thought I was checking away, guys. Of course, this is the part we're talking about. This movie is so classy. I mean, Leslie Nielsen has to be one of the funniest guys ever. He's in a lot of movies, The Naked Gun, all that stuff. He's just the most funniest guy. This movie here, wow. I gotta tell you what, this has also a classic background. If you haven't seen it, you need to. You need to check this movie out. This movie's like.
Yeah, but there's some funny moments in this movie. There's a lot of funny moments. For critics to say that this movie is complete shit, they can go to hell. Because this movie, Leslie Nielsen as Dracula, is the funniest son of a bitch you have ever seen in your entire life. Peter McNichol, I give him a lot of credit as Renfield. He gave you a lot of comedy involved. Amy Yazbek, Lisette Anthony, the whole entire cast, including Mel Brooks as Dr. Van Helsing. This shit is completely funny. This is a parody of the Dracula films, vampire films, and it shows. And the way Mel Brooks tends to do his movies, they are completely hilarious. But I still don't understand why. This movie got a lot of negative feedback. I still don't understand why. If anybody can freaking tell me in the comment section down below, I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
But I think the hate it got was completely unnecessary, because first of all, this movie's funny. This movie's hilariously funny. For someone to say that this movie isn't funny at all, they're fucking out of their damn mind. They're loopy. So, have you ever seen this movie before, dude? Is this one of the ones, or is this one of the ones you haven't seen?
Actually, yes, I have. I remember. Now, I'm gonna admit that I haven't watched it a long time ago, but this is one of the movies that my older brother I watched with him one day. So yeah, like I said, this is yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to know if you've seen this movie, because you tell me you've seen some movies, but you haven't seen a whole lot of movies, all that much. But that's why I was asking. But yeah, this movie's funny. This movie's hilarious. This movie has a lot of. And sorry about the other side of my face. I was trying to get the other side done right, but I didn't. Like, my knees kind of put. That's all right. It looks okay. Whatever. But whatever. I was trying to do my face paint like the Crow, and I got my niece to help me out with that, but it kind of didn't come out right on one side, but that's fine. The other side came out pretty good. But yeah, as far as everything else goes, this movie's completely hilarious. This movie's completely funny. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. And I think, I don't know if Dark Knight, I don't know if Dark Knight 987 agrees with me or not, but I feel like this movie deserves a 10 out of 10 because this movie is funny. I don't give a damn what the critics said. I don't give a damn what the critics have to say about this movie. This movie is completely hilarious in every way, shape, and form. So if you don't like this movie, well, that's your opinion. If you think this movie's complete shit, that's your opinion.
Yes.
But still, I still believe that this movie was hilarious. I still believe that this movie is funny after all these years. And it's always going to be that way. So yeah, let us know in the comments down below what y'all guys think about the movie, and stuff like that. Do y'all guys think that the movie is good? Did you like it when you were growing up? Let us know in the comments down below what y'all guys think. That is going to be it for me for right now. For me and Dark Knight 987, we're going to give you 5 of my last reviews for this year's Rip from the Silverscreen, and that's it. That's the end of Rip until next year. So till next time, I'm Mr. Grandfather 2, and I'll see you all in the afterlife. Peace.